Take it off!
Fucking idiots.
We're not doing it! Take off your mask! Take it off!
In regards to COVID-19, today we're seeing everything from, we got anti-maskers, we have the shut-in hypochondriacs, which, I mean, are you even a hypochondriac when there's a pandemic, or are you just really just being careful? You've got people on extreme ends. You've got, some of our more, progressive states and cities, maybe, you might call them, that are being overly cautious. And then you do have places like, where I'm going to go ahead and say it because I'm from there, you have Florida. So I'm just curious, how do we think, how much of a role do we think that mental health plays in the way Americans specifically are regarding and or responding to COVID-19 pandemic? Because I'm looking at some people like, are they crazy? Or like, what? Whoa, what? What's going on?
Yeah, it's hard to wrap your head around it, right? I think there are so many factors involved in this that are all clashing at the same time. For one, we as an American society, as compared to some of the other societies that are doing a lot better than us, we are a very independent society, an independent worldview versus an interdependent worldview. So other countries look at themselves, the individuals look at themselves in the context of their relationships, in the context of others. America, it's like, YOLO, I'm going to live my life. Generations you see, F you, mom,
Literally.
I'm going to move away from my family. I'm going to start my Insta. I'm going to get famous that way. So, we have this whole country of very independent people that don't feel like they should be inconvenienced by others. We mix that with people have different willingnesses to take risks. Some people are risk takers, some people are not risk takers. So the people who are more willing to go out or more willing to skydive, I might argue, might be more willing to go out during a pandemic. The people that are like, no, never, might be more willing to stay in. And then on top of that, you have to think about what we call distress tolerance. So how much distress can someone take and use their coping skills to manage? And having to manage a pandemic, a global health crisis for a long time is testing all of our distress tolerance. Like we were talking about earlier, a lot of our typical coping skills we don't have access to. We can't see our friends and family if the gyms have been closed. We can't go do activities we enjoy. All of those coping skills we have been using, we haven't been able to do. And at some point, if our distress tolerance is lower, we just can't handle not being able to do those things. So it's easier to just say, well, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not a problem anymore because this is the amount that I can tolerate.
Fair.
And so I think that mix of the distress tolerance, the risk, the independent sort of worldview is all playing together. And there are some people on different spectrums for all of those things. And so that's where we have anti-maskers versus shut-in hypochondriacs.
Okay.